Yo, what's going on, bro? Elijah here, founder of the Grindtribe, #1 fitness and health optimization platform for Black and brown men and entrepreneurs. And really, I'm on YouTube here to be able to have high-level conversations from one high-level thinker to another. So I appreciate you for being here, man. And so before we go any further, listen, this video, I need you to stay on this video if you agree with one of these two things. #1, that you are not happy where you are with your mind, your body, and or your spirit. Or #2, maybe you've done some work in a couple of those realms, you see some milestones, but you also feel like you're just leaving a little bit of potential on the table, right? So today I'm gonna be breaking down the thing that guy has. What I mean by that guy, the guy who has a massive level of abundance and attraction in his life. I'm gonna be breaking down what is that thing that he has that makes him different and separates him from the rest. And I'm also gonna explain how to acquire it, all right? And so I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions, okay? Do you ever feel like people overlook you? They overlook your presence, maybe on a professional or interpersonal level? Like you need to prove yourself to others, like you go a little bit hard sometimes trying to prove yourself to others, like you don't attract the right friends or the right things in your life, maybe women, right? Like you always have to guess if the people that you're around are gonna do right by you. Like it feels like you're in sort of like this deficit or this level of scarcity when it comes to just good things in your life. And what I mean good things, I don't mean material shit, right? I'm talking about the real good things in life, like happiness, harmony, friendships, relationships, abundance, right? Energy. Like do you feel like it's sometimes, or shit, maybe even a little bit more than sometimes, you feel like there's a little bit of scarcity there, right? And you're tired of feeling like, fuck, like I want to feel holistic. Because if that's the case, bro, I want you to understand that you're not alone. And I'm gonna be honest with you, about 80 to 90% of men actually do feel this way. And so don't take any shame in just being real with yourself on how you answer those questions, right? So have you ever like done something really, really good or accomplished something or had something going on inside of your life and somebody told you that you were glowing, right? Like, yo, you're glowing. What if I told you that there's an actual art behind that, right? There's an actual term behind that. And that glow that you have for a specific moment, there's some guys that carry that glow inside of their life every single day. So this glow is what I call your magnetic masculine energy. And this is essentially what I believe every guy can acquire. And honestly, it looks different for every guy. And what it is essentially what happens when your internal universe is operating with a very high vibrational or high vibration or high frequency of energy. And so before I go any further, like I really want to break down, right, this whole high vibration, high frequency stuff, because if you're already, a little bit spiritual, then you kind of understand it. But if you're not, I really want to give you a better, firmer understanding, because it can just sound like a lot of like, just a lot of shit that doesn't make sense, right? Let's start on what that actually looks like. See, your vibrations are actually the emotions that you experience, right? In a present, internal, and external level. And so what I want to do is I want to actually break it down for you guys. I'm gonna whip this thing up. This thing is called the spectrum of consciousness. A lot of people call it, right? I learned about this through reading a couple of different books by David R. Hawkins, right? And you guys know I'm big on talking about consciousness and consciousness, high vibration. They're kind of synonymous with each other. But here's the actual explanation, like from a base level and sort of metaphysical, scientific level, right? And so at the bottom, right, when we think about low consciousness, right? Low consciousness, unconsciousness, or if we using it in ebonics, it's like low vibration. Like, yo, your vibes are bad. What does that mean? Well, if you look at this chart here, we have essentially, at the bottom we have suffering, survival. At the top we have ultimate consciousness. And then these are actually ranked. Like there's a scale on this. And you have at the bottom shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, right? If you think about somebody who's bad vibes, that's because their energy, what they're going through internally, right, is encompassed in the emotions, right? And they're identifying with these emotions that are of a lower consciousness or a lower vibe. Now, when you think about somebody who's good energy, highly vibrational, right? Or what we're going to talk about in regards to having that magnetic masculine energy, then you start ascending up the scale, right? To pride, courage, willingness, acceptance, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. These are actual real things. And so there's a reason why certain people in certain environments carry a certain level of energy and that are bad, and certain people in certain environments carry a certain level of energy that is good, that feels harmonious. And so now that we understand vibration and vibration, aka synonymous with consciousness at a different level, right? What I want you to understand is, and this is why I say, affirmations and even to a certain extent praying is kind of bullshit, because you say these affirmations, but at an internal level, you don't actually believe it, right? Or you pray for stuff, but at an internal level, you don't actually identify with it, right? And so without being someplace on an internal energetic level, it's impossible to affirm anything or manifest things. Manifestation is real, but it happens when you change your identity, you change your internal function and your internal operation system. And that also happens as we begin to develop what we call this magnetic masculine energy, right? I just termed it that because it just sounds catchy and it makes sense. So what are you actually able to do when you acquire this? Well, it's simple, bro. Like, you start to feel the love and the harmony around you, right? You begin to sense that when you walk in a room, people adjust their energy to match yours, not the other way around, right? You begin to see that you're attracting the things that you want from a relationship standpoint, interpersonal, professionally, money. You just start to feel this better level of abundance inside of your life, and it gives you this self-certainty, and it's almost like this calmness that truly puts you in a place of flow and not resistance, right? Like, you really begin to feel abundance. Abundance is flow. Abundance is that feeling you get when you feel like you don't have to pull and have a tug of war with the things that you want inside of your lifestyle. That's what abundance really is. And so the question is, all right, E, I like what you're saying. You broke it down in a way that it doesn't sound like complete bullshit. How do I actually acquire this? Like, what this magnetic masculine energy? Like, how do I acquire being in this position where I carry myself and I'm attracting the things that I want? People are attracted to me and my energy. I have a lot of love, a lot of harmony in my lifestyle. My circle is solid, right? And there's no resistance. There's no force, right? To have these different things that I feel like give me the standard of living that I desire. Like, how do I actually have that? And I'm gonna give you guys the perspective in chronological order, right? First thing is your body, right? Your body. You have to get your body to a healthy, confident space. Notice how I said healthy, because healthy is not synonymous with physique, right? But healthy internally, and confident. Confident is not synonymous with having a crazy physique and 6% body fat. I didn't say you need to do a full fitness transformation, but you have to get your body to a healthy, confident space. And the reason why is because I'm gonna ask you this question. Have you ever known anybody that went through a spiritual transformation or got over a huge mental health barrier while gaining 100 pounds? While not being happy with their body? No. It doesn't work like that. You feel everything at a physiological level, even when it comes to your mental health. A lot of times the mental health, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, different things that we are dealing with not only come from our traumas, our past experiences, what we didn't get, but also what's happening at a physiological level with our bodies. Your gut is your second brain. So you can go to all the therapy you want for that depression. If your gut health is sending signals to your brain that's throwing your brain chemistry off to the point where you're physiologically feeling depression, you cannot ascend to that next level and getting your mind right. Right? So the body has to come first. You have to get yourself to a healthy, confident space. All right, now I said healthy and confident. I didn't say have a day and night complete fitness transformation where you look like a bodybuilder, you look like me. I didn't say that. I said a healthy, confident space. Number two, your mind, bro. And this is simple, man. Your mindset, your mental health, bro. Like, when we look at, again, going back to that scale, right? Grief, apathy, guilt, shame, anger, stress. If our mental health is not in the right place, if we don't have the proper mindset to give us a different view and give us the different levels of perception we need to understand where we are in life and to create that mental harmony, then we always gonna be operating out of a place of internal warfare. What happens in war? Things are scarce, right? You're thinking about survival. You're not thinking about thrival. Unconsciousness is in survival, right? You're not thinking about thrival. This is why I often say to people like, yo, stop, like even at a physical level, I say stop doing the starvation diets. You're putting your body in a survival state. Your body's not worried about looking good in a survival state. It's not, and looking good, your body looks good as a result of physiologically us wanting to reproduce. We are attracted to people like that look good, not because of vanity, guys. Like it's a little bit vanity now, but we are attracted to people because physiologically, a male who looks decent, has a decent physique, has a lot of testosterone and a lot of reproducing power. There's a reason why we're attracted to people who look good. But if you're putting your body or your mind in a survival state, it's not worried about reproducing, it's just worried about surviving. It's worried about getting to the next day. And so when we talk about transcending and elevating and getting to this magnetic masculine energy at a mental level, bro, you got to get your mindset right. You got to get your mental health right. If you're dealing with that bullshit, you got to go to a therapist, bro. Therapy is not taboo. It is not taboo. If you got mental health issues, you need to look at it from a physiological perspective and from an environmental perspective. What is going on? Is that job, is that corporate job you got where you tiptoeing on your blackness every day, is that shit causing an actual imbalance in your brain, bro? You're not seeing the sunlight. You sitting all day. You're eating all the bullshit snacks from, the bullshit meetings, right? Processed refined carbs. And then after the meeting, you're getting an email talking about how you seemed kind of off or you seemed kind of aggressive in the debate and the conversation about how we're going to move that project forward. Yeah, that workplace is killing you at a physiological body and a mental health state, bro. It might be doing that. But these are just things to think about, right? So we got the body first. All right. Then we got the mind. Then we got the spirit. Okay, your energy, your vibration, your level of emotional fortitude, that space of clarity, man. You work on your body, you get your body to that healthy, confident position, you develop your mindset, you get a common ground and find a foundation for your mental health. It's gonna open up the self-awareness where now you become sensitive at a conscious level. Right? I often tell people how I used to be a really extroverted person. I'm a little bit more introverted now. Because my energy, I'm aware of my energy. My energy is so much more sensitive because I've developed inside of this consciousness, and the same thing's gonna happen to you when you begin to get your body right and develop your mindset, right? So you gotta get your spirit right. You gotta get to the point where every day doesn't feel like it's so much force, so much resistance, but you have some level of flow inside of your life. You got gratitude. You got abundance. It's just something that's a part of who you are. Because once you can take the steps to improve these three things, you're gonna be operating at the higher vibration. You're gonna look better. You're gonna feel better. And as a result, you're gonna walk around with the aura that represents what's going on internally. That's why when some people walk in that room, people gravitate towards that man's energy. And when some people walk in the room, you feel like, damn, everybody in here has a shitty mindset. You start complaining and shit. You ever been around somebody, they start complaining and you just start complaining? Yeah, I don't do that shit anymore. I recognize that shit right there. Yo, what's going on, bro? Man, just trying to finish the shift. I don't feel that, but I hear you, man. Good luck. I can't feel you on that, bro. I don't live unconsciously like that. And so, listen, man, it's this constant cycle. And the reason why I say it's a constant cycle is because there's a reason why homie that we went to high school or college with that was an athlete that used to get all the girls that you would see, right, based on what I'm describing, potentially have that magnetic masculine energy. There's a reason why he may be a bozo working at a gas station right now. Because this is a constant cycle. As we go through life and our situations and circumstances change, we have to realign ourselves from a physical, mental, and spiritual end. And this is why everything I speak inside of my platform is always holistic. Because at a principal level, you can get your body right, you can get your mind right, you can get your spirit right. When you understand that, it's all about changing yourself internally in a way that you identify and the vibrations and the frequency that you operate on. So here's what I want y'all to do. Number one, I want you to understand, right? And by the way, before I close this out, I do want you guys to understand that there is a reason why certain people think that self-development and mindset is bullshit. One reason may be because they may have gotten introduced to it in a very cringe-worthy way, right? Sometimes if you're not aware of certain things and people are trying to introduce you to it, it just can seem a little off. It can seem a little cringy, right? I used to think Tony Robbins was a little bit cringy. He's cool. I've never been to one of these events, so I still got to go and experience that. But I think that listening to him too much is a little cringy, especially when you're not in that space, at least when I first started, right? Or number two, which is most people aren't willing to go into this space of developing their mind, body, and spirit because they are not willing to sit down and take full responsibilities for their shortcomings and how much they're really leaving on the table in life. It will literally shatter their reality. And most people's identity is unhealthily attached to their reality. And a lot of people just aren't really ready for that. And if you're around people that aren't ready for that, bro, and you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to develop yourself, you're trying to do your relationship and your marriage in a healthy way and not in a way that maybe family members or even parents may have done it, whatever the case may be. And again, people aren't in that self-development space. You create that space between them. I don't believe in a cutoff culture, but you create that space between them. Because part of getting in this good vibrational space is getting access to information and other people, other energies. As people, we are energy, right? That are also on that level. That's why sometimes you go to a conference or an event that's really inspiring, you vibing off that inspiration for a couple of days because your body, you are absorbing all that good energy. So kings, listen, every man, I believe, must and can acquire his magnetic masculine energy. That energy that's going to get you to ascend to higher levels in your relationships, in your business, in your life. It's just how you carry yourself. And this doesn't mean that you're perfect. This does not mean that you don't have any challenges. It's all about how you operate at an internal. The problems and the challenges that you have inside of life, that life decides to throw at you, are all on an external level. If somebody gets sick in your family, you lose a client, you lost your job, you broke your foot, all that shit is at an external level. But how you operate and how you respond to that is all the result of what's happening internal. And I want you guys to know these are all things that there are controllable things, habits, thoughts, mindsets that you can develop to reach that. And so that's what I want you guys to leave this video with, man. Listen, tapped in, man. Fellas, build on that magnetic masculine energy, man. I'm telling you, your relationships will change. If you're single, I will guarantee you 1000%. The quality, the looks, and the energy of women that are attracted to you, it will change. It will get a lot better. If you run a business, you will begin to make more money. I guarantee it. Literally. Sales, marketing, that's energy, bro. People feel you. People feel the processes and the systems that you build and the content that you put out. Now it's up to you if you want to believe that, and it's up to you if you want to do something about it. But I wanted to share this video with you guys to be able to give you a different level of perception today, man. Something good to put into the brain. All right, so listen, if you liked it, man, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody that you feel would find valuable. You guys know what I'm about. All right, it's all about that consciousness, it's all about that mindset, optimizing your health, man. Listen, if you're a black or minority man or entrepreneur that is looking to develop that magnetic masculine energy, that wants to get your body and your physique right, and you want to do it in a way that it doesn't take away from your body of work, then you need to tap that link below. All right, schedule a consultation, man. All right, inside this consultation, we'll get to know a little bit more about you, what you got going on. Now, I'm not sure if the Grindtribe is the right fit for you at this moment because I don't know you, but if it is, man, we'll make you an offer for you to start making this change in your life today, bro. Peace, fam.